The description box and the comment box. That video that I made about for those of you lot who's locked in now, I'm going to be reacting to some stop and search videos, yeah. Man like Dose of David, wagwan fam. I know it's been a minute still. Yeah, I'm back now, I'm back now. No, man. You know what, I done a live stream on, I think it was Monday. Or was it Tuesday? Yeah, Monday or Tuesday, man done a live stream, so yeah. I think it was Monday still. Yeah, because that's when I usually bring out one of my videos. And then someone commented and said, "Oh, when are you gonna do a live stream?" And I thought, you know what, fuck it. Let me jump on tonight. And funny enough, the person who requested me to do the live stream, they didn't even fucking come on the live stream. And I replied to their comment and said I'm gonna be on at 8 PM, 8:30 or whatever, innit? And they didn't even come in. So anyway, it is what it is, innit? Yeah, I know sometimes people don't get notifications and that. No, I just watch it on the replay, innit? That live stream wasn't too long though, it was only like, yeah, I think an hour 45 or something like that. Yeah, give it a couple minutes and that, couple more people come through and then I'll start the live stream, the reaction videos. I've got about 6 or 7 videos to react to. Yeah. Yeah, man. Just a guy H. That's what it's about, man. Save up for a property, man. Even if it's in the middle of nowhere, it don't matter. This house is in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, yeah, Northampton might as well be in fucking Mars. Yeah. I went to Birmingham the other day for like my second time being in Birmingham. Went to Birmingham. That might as well be on the other side of the fucking solar system, innit? Yeah, but you know what? It's better to have a property somewhere than nowhere, because in 3, 4, 5 years' time, that property is gonna go up in value. So a man might be sitting on 15,000, 20,000 and be like, yeah, he likes looking at it, but I used to do it all the time. I used to log into my savings account and yeah, pre the money, you know, yeah, I got this much, that much, but what's that money doing for me? Some people have 20 grand in their account right now and they're looking at it and they're thinking, yeah, it's nice to know, say you got a safety net. But you know what, in 5 years' time, even if you didn't touch that money, even if you slapped it in a cash or ISA account, that 20 grand, what's that going to be? 25 grand or whatever? In 4 or 5 years' time, that 20 grand, if you put that into a property, that property would have gone up by probably 20 grand. So you got a 20 grand profit right there. Now, you might not be able to extract that money out right away so easily, but you know what? You've still got 20 grand, a 20 grand profit. So, yeah, man, buying a property is the way forward, man. It's so easy. People talk about there's risk. There ain't no risk in buying a property. As long as you got your insurances and that, you're good. I mean, there might come a time where house prices fall, but what goes down always comes back up. So, there ain't no risk in buying no property, man. What area are you looking to buy a property in anyway? It don't really matter though, but yeah, let me know if you've got any particular area in mind. You know what I mean? So I'll give my man a minute or so to respond. If you don't respond, then I'm gonna jump into the reaction videos, yeah? About 3 million Chinese moving to the UK from Hong Kong. Fucking hell. 3 million Chinese moving to the UK from Hong Kong. Okay, so Liverpool, Manchester. Yeah. See, I even looked at buying a place in Liverpool as well, because I was thinking to myself, right, so you could even do this if you want. I was thinking of buying a place in Liverpool. Like there's a certain spot that's quite central to both Liverpool's home ground and Everton's home ground, yeah? So if you buy a property there and you rent it out as an Airbnb, when those fans are coming from wherever, either to watch a Liverpool game or Everton game, bruv, your house is going to be in demand, yeah? Because fans are going to want to stay over, innit? You know, there's certain people might be coming over from like doing like a 5-6 hour journey or whatever, and they might come from somewhere that's a not so major town, at least, or a city, innit? So when they go to Liverpool, they're like, fuck, you know what? When we go to Liverpool to watch that game, let's just spend the weekend over or whatever, innit? And they'll rent out your property. So that's what I was thinking to do. I was thinking to buy a cheap flat or something like that in Liverpool, somewhere that's quite close to both Liverpool's home ground and Everton's home ground, innit? That way, you're likely to get more people that are gonna wanna rent your house as an Airbnb when the games are on, innit? So, man. All right. So Dose of David say, how do you manage a house when you buy? Hold on. How do you manage a house you buy or living somewhere else? Aren't you worried people might break? Yeah, I do think that, yeah, sometimes people might brook into my yard, but boy, it is what it is, isn't it? Like me, I don't have no cameras. I shouldn't even fucking be saying this. A man don't have no cameras. A man don't have no fucking burglar alarm, nothing like that, innit? Yeah, like I just rely on people know this is the madman's house, and if you break in and I catch you, you're fuck. Yeah, that's it. No, but well, no, it's not a joke, innit? If I catch a man in my yard, it's going to be a tig, innit? But, boy, it is what it is, innit? I do think to myself, yeah, you know, maybe someone might brook into man's yard, innit? But first and foremost, I ain't got nothing in this yard for anyone to teeth anyway. My neighbour next door, she's got my number. That's it, really. But if you're worried about someone breaking into your yard and squatting and that, get some cameras, get a burglar alarm. Obviously, you can get them Ring cameras and that. So if there's any movement or whatever, the camera comes on or whatever. Yeah, and it's on your phone. You can log in live. Like, I've got family members, they show me their phone. Oh yeah, look at my house. I've been at work and that, and work colleagues show me, oh, this is my back garden. This is live, this is right now. Look at that cat. That's my cat or whatever, innit? So yeah, man, you just protect your yard that way, innit? You get burglar alarms and that, and cameras and that. That's all you could do, really. You know what I mean? But more so, yeah, most burglaries, let me tell you something right now about burglaries, yeah? Most burglaries are inside jobs, So if it's not someone that's close to you as like a friend brocking in your yard, it might be your neighbor watching you or whatever, innit? And your neighbor knows your pattern. So if your neighbor knows, like I know certain neighbors and that, I know, okay, they're not going to be in their house between, I don't know, 1 in the morning until 4 in the morning because they work the night shift. So if I wanted to broke in their yard, disclaimer, I ain't breaking into no one. So I'm just telling you, man knows people's patterns and that, innit? Yeah. So I could set up a move on a person's yard, innit? Similarly, they know, oh, okay, yeah, when this guy here talk about me, when I disappear and I don't come back overnight, oh, yeah, he ain't going to be back for 3 nights, whatever, innit? They know my pattern, innit? So you can't really avoid anyone really breaking into your yard, innit? Yeah, because if someone's going to break into your yard, they're just going to watch you, innit? They're going to know your movement and they're going to strike when you're not there anyway. So the best thing you can do is just get cameras and get a burglar alarm and that. But me, I ain't got none of that. Probably because I live on a broke man's estate anyway. So anyone who's looking to do a move on a yard is probably thinking to themselves, well, there ain't no one got anything around here that's worth breaking into for, innit? Hopefully that's their mindset, you know what I mean? I don't want no one breaking into my yard, innit? So, yeah. Anyway, when buying a house, you plan for everything, but what's one thing? Blood, wait, hold on one sec. Let me answer Dawson Davis' question. Talking about squatting. Listen, anyone break into my house and squat, I will fuck you up. I don't give a fuck who's watching this. The police can watch this right now, yeah? I'm not calling the police and nothing like that. I tell you what, yeah, the police will get called when they're going to come and put a fucking chalk line around these people, yeah? If anyone breaks into my yard and squatting, I'm going to, yeah. That's what man's saying, isn't it? Yeah. There ain't no police, there ain't no lawyers, nothing like that getting involved, yeah? I'm kicking off my own front door and everyone's getting evicted, yeah? Someone is going to get battered in that yard. It's either me or it's them, but there ain't no talking thing, yeah? Those are you can laugh. This is not a joke, fam. This is not a joke. This is not a joke, blood. But let me answer this last thing in it from Just a Guy. And when buying a house, you plan for everything, but what's one thing that came out of the blue? Nothing really came out of the blue. I think one thing that I made a mistake on was when I was, I had a lodger coming to the house, and I said, yeah, there's internet, all the normal stuff in it, yeah. And what happened was, I said, yeah, there's going to be internet, Sky Broadband on Tuesday. Tuesday came, the engineer came to set up the Sky Broadband, but he couldn't find the telephone box. So what happened was the people who occupied the house before, who owned the house before, they must have got rid of the telephone box and got Virgin. So there's me thinking I'm going to install Sky, where you need a BT telephone box. I didn't have that. Telephone socket, should I say. I didn't have that, so I had to go and get Virgin. But it weren't a one-day thing. It was like this took 4 or 5 days for it to come. So I had a lodger in my house with no internet. Imagine you're in a yard with no internet. Broadband internet is so key, so vital. It's coming like a utility, you know. Like I guarantee there's certain people out here, they'd rather cut the gas supply off and sit in a freezing cold yard, have a fucking ice cold shower, than sit in a yard that has no internet. But yeah, let me get into the video, the reactions now, yeah. Alright, boom, 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 boom. Right, video. Oh, let me minimize myself. So smaller.
Just fool, I suck your mums, all of you lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suck your mum. 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 You know your mum, I'm talking about.
I mean, like, man are complaining about Black Lives Matter and police brutality and that. And obviously, this one person does not speak for everyone, obviously, innit? But you see the dumb mentality of man. Oh, you're a real grown up, innit? Telling the police, suck your mum, you know? As man said in them other videos, yeah? Man treat the police in this country a certain way because they can get away with it. Yeah? I guarantee that youth's probably mixed race or he's black. And you know, if he's mixed race, he's probably half Jamaican, yeah? Let me tell you something right now. That would not happen in Jamaica. Again, disclaimer. I'm not saying it's right, but in Jamaica, the police are known for putting bullets in people's heads like it's nothing. You think a Jamaican man will ever talk to the police like that? A man forget guns. You'll get gunshot. You will get gunshot if that happened in Jamaica. You will get gunshot. Let me wheel up the thing one more time.
Just fool, I suck your mums, all of you lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suck your mum. 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 You know your mum, I'm talking about.
Fucking. Yeah, just posting my link on my Facebook page as well. But I mean, this is the mentality of some of these people, man. Like, it's a dickhead thing to even be backing out your phone on the police. Like, why are you even taking out a phone on the police and filming them? Like, obviously, I've done it before, innit, yeah? But that's for positive reasons. Do you understand? Like, I'm not even taking out my phone to record any altercation between someone else and the police. I ain't taking out my phone to record any altercation between, well, first of all, there won't be no altercation between me and the police. And the time that I did take out the phone is to show people this is how you conduct yourself, not even as a black man, as a human being when you're getting stopped by the police. Suck him up. There was another video, but I think I saw it on Instagram before, innit? The man backed out his phone, and there's like 4 police officers in front of you. Like, suck your mum, suck your mum, suck your mum, and suck your mum to the police. A bit like what my man was saying. And I'm just sitting there and thinking, again, same thing with Jamaica, innit? Like, that just popped into my head. Like, fam, this won't happen, fam. You see how that thought popped into my head? That's how them man, they will pop a fucking Magnum revolver bullet in your head in Jamaica. Them man don't pet to bust their gun. Just like my man said in Nigeria as well. Dosa David, are you Nigerian, yeah? Don't get it twisted though, the police in Jamaica, some of them is corrupt. Them man, they take bribes and shit like that. And do you know why they probably take bribes? They probably ain't getting paid enough. I know they ain't getting paid enough. When I think they're not getting paid enough. I know they're not getting paid enough. You know some of the bad man that them man they have to deal with in Jamaica, you know? Them man they ain't getting paid enough. Them man they literally see like how you got black people in America and some people in the UK talking about, oh, if I leave my house, I don't know if I'm gonna get killed by the police. Some of these police officers in Jamaica, when they leave their yard, they don't know if they're gonna get killed by a criminal that day. Now, yeah, if you're in Old Rios and these nice places and that, oh yeah, you're alright. We're talking about Kingston, yeah? Some of the real bad man areas, even like Spanish Town as well. I think that might be in, I think Spanish Town's in St. Andrews, the parish. I'm not too sure in it, but I know my family used to live there as well, but they moved. But yeah, some of them policemen, they leave their yard, boy, they might kiss their youth on the forehead that night, that morning, and they might not see their youth again because that man is dealing with bad man. That's why their man they are trigger happy in Jamaica. Again, disclaimer: I'm not saying what they're doing is right, but their man they have to be because a man might say, you know what, fuck it, I ain't going back to their madman prison in Jamaica. So you know what, I'd rather kill you rather than take a chance to go back to their madman prison in Jamaica. Because if I go back to their madman jail in Jamaica for 5 years, I might be dead after 2. You understand? So they're like, fuck it, I'll kill you. So I got more of a chance of survival. Now, I don't know how bad those Jamaican prisons are, but I know they're worse than the UK, innit? Just the facilities alone and that. Yeah. I heard something about that NSARS business, but obviously I didn't really look into it too tough because, again, you know, my mentality is the reason why I never looked into what's going on in Nigeria and that, it's not because it ain't got nothing to do with me caring or not. I'm focused on what's going on in my surroundings. Do you understand? So I can't help what's going on in another country, so I'm not gonna be talking about it and, you know, flagging up this and all that. I'll leave that to other people in it. But me, I'm focused on what's going on in my surroundings. I'm focused on what I can encounter, what's in my perimeters and that, what's going on around me. So that's why I don't know about this. That's why you don't hear man talking about. I'm not sitting on the internet having no heated discussions or debates or getting emotional in terms of being happy or sad or whatever about what president's getting elected in America. What's that got to do with me? Whether fucking P. Diddy becomes the next president, Joe Biden or George Bush becomes the next president, how is that helping me? How's that putting any money in my pocket? How is that bringing me happiness? How is that making me focused? Aren't you worried about what's going on in my life? That's the type of mentality that people need to get to develop. You need to be more selfish. That don't mean step over a dead body and don't give a fuck about no one else completely, but focus on yourself, man. Don't worry about what's going on in the outside world. That's why some people are so far behind, because their attention is elsewhere. And what they focus on attention on ain't helping no one. So it's not helping themselves and not helping no one. Alright, next video. Boom. Right.
So these officers came up to this young black man when he was standing with his 2 girls behind him and just asked to stop and search him. And he said, no, I'm not stopping and searching him for. I haven't done nothing, I'm just going to college. The white man decided, well, the police officer, the Caucasian police officer decided, we don't like the way you're talking to us, we're going to put our gloves on and we're going to force you. And now this is what's happening. And actually was saying, why are you stopping and searching me for? I haven't done nothing. So now they're calling for backup. And all the boy did ask was, why are you searching me? The officer was unable. No, but the officer was unable to tell him why. Yeah, and that's what the boy said. Yeah. But it's the truth that just happened. I just witnessed all of that happen. If I started recording. Yeah, don't push him, because all he asked you is, why are you stopping and searching him? Yeah. No. This is live on Facebook, live on Insta. He did walk up to him. He didn't do that. He did not swear. He asked you, why are you stopping him and why are you searching him? This officer here was present, so she's witness to it. That's why she stepped back, because she knows that there was something wrong. He asked you, why did you want to stop and search him? He was. Don't take the cops out, because you still haven't answered his question. So this traffic officer decided to stop this young man with his two friends and said, "I want to stop and search you." The boy said, "No, why are you searching me?" And because he said, "No, why are you searching me?" the officer started getting aggressive. So now, obviously, we're getting the real officers over to explain the situation. The boy just wanted to know why he's stopping me. That's what the boy wanted to know. And the officer had no reason. And this lady was present, but she's hiding her face. She was present at the whole thing. It's true. It's true. It's a language barrier. Officer, it's a language barrier. I don't think the police officer understands. Yeah. Even look, either way, the boy just wanted to know, why are you searching me? If he said, because I suspect this, yeah, why? And he just took out his handcuffs. Yeah, the friends were there. There's the friends that he was with. Oh look, wow, we get 10. Wow, how many officers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is how many officers come out when a young black man is being searched. However, when there's actual crime happening, we can't find one. Can't find one. Can't find one. Yeah. Mr. Steve Reed, I really hope you are watching your officers in Croydon. Thank you. Right there, the girls are there, the 2 girls are there. They're confused because they're like, what's going on? This lady's still hiding her face. She was there. Yeah. No. All the boy said is, why are you searching me? I think there's a language barrier happening here, mate. Okay, maybe the friend is admitted. Random stop and search. The boy has the right to know why you were randomly. Yeah, you could have run. You could have just run. No. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a fully run. No, this is definitely going to end up somewhere on BBC somewhere.
Yeah, JY's TV. That's where it's gonna end up.
What? We have to run. He was walking with 2 girls, going back to college, going to get an education. This traffic officer said, I want to stop and search. But he didn't stop and search the girlfriends, though. The way he handled it was wrong. Yeah, I've got it on video. Do you want it? You can watch it. But all he asked him was, why are you stopping and searching me? And the officer got upset. Because you don't have the right to. Yeah, I know you guys can. Yeah, I know. I'm not recording your face, don't worry, I'm still Oh, look! Round of applause, the boy has nothing on him! I understand that. But you know what it was? It was 3 of them together. There's the 2 girls. And the boy did say to him,
So as I said before, when officers all like this, a lot of us turn up because they're
fastest response time we've had in a while in Croydon. How does she post? Right, I'm gonna go back to lunch. Right, thank you very much.
this is what people do on their lunch break, you know. Fuck
Let the
yeah.
youngest go. Let the youngest go. Young man, go and get your education, man. Hold on. So one says you can go, mate, and then the Polish guy wants to go and prove a point. And then they wonder how riots start, mate. Let the youngest go. God bless.
God bless. Boy. I wonder if some boy come fresh out of Sunday school at church would have reacted like that. I don't think that would have been the same reaction that the police would have got. But this is the bullshit. You see, like that woman there, she's on some joke thing, man. She's just as bad as my man, overreacting and that. Why are you making up noise for? What do you mean let the youngest go? Like, bro, you're talking like your man them on ends. This is a black woman. I don't know how old she is. Probably about 35, 40 years old. Mind is in the wrong place, man. But like my man there, that could have been avoided so easily. Like, obviously, we didn't see a little bit before the video started, obviously, innit? But I guarantee you, yeah, if he just kept it cool, calm, and collected, like, if you're really in a Moncler jacket that's real, that's authentic, how much do Moncler jackets cost? 9 bills, a bag, 1, 2, yeah? Are you really gonna want to put yourself in a position where a man might want to grab you up and dash you to the floor? That jacket costs you a bag. So why are you even reacting? Come on, fam. Alright, next one.
Excuse me. It's alright, man. You're alright. Don't worry.
I've seen this one before, innit? This is a violation though, but I understand where they're coming from. Now, apparently, someone apparently got robbed with a gun, and obviously armed police are coming and just stopping black people because obviously the description is a black person has robbed someone with a gun, so obviously they're gonna just target every black person, innit? Now, obviously they told him to lie out on the floor. That's a violation, but what can they do? Yeah, they have to put you in a position where they're keeping themselves and the general public away harm free. So they're gonna have to make a man lie on the floor, and it's a catch-22. But it's still a violation. I would have been vexed if that was me. I'm not saying I would have been going off, but in my mind I would want to fucking explode because me, I got OCD. Don't make me lie on. I don't even want to lie on my own fucking floor. I don't mind doing it in my house, but like I ain't lying down on the floor on the street like it's normal. Like I don't even understand when people sit on the floor. So for me to be lying down on the floor, my chest on the floor, I'll be going fucking mad. So yeah, this one was a violation, but what can I say? Someone's been suspected to have a gun, so they're gonna have to deal with people in a certain manner, innit?
Oh my God. It's just an operation. Absolutely. Wow. Daniel, just relax.
So I guarantee you, obviously, we can't see what's going on outside a shot on the opposite side of the road, innit? But I guarantee you, someone was not paying attention to the fucking police. If there's one time in your life you need to pay attention to the armed police, to the police is when they got their guns drawn. Now, thankfully, I've never been involved with no armed police or nothing like that. But I know, say, like me, I'm a compliant person. I know how to play the fucking game, but my game gonna be strong on that day if the police ever draw a gun out on me. Yeah. So, yeah, I guarantee you on the other side of the road, outside the shop, someone was not paying attention to the police. The police gave an instruction. He did listen. Listen, let me tell you something right now. Yeah, any of you lot out here watching this right now, if armed police ever draw a gun on you, yeah, you do whatever the fuck they say, yeah, because they will shoot you. I mean, they might not shoot you dead, but you don't know how good these guys shoot. They might hit fucking artery and kill you in that. So I guarantee you, whoever was on the other side of the road wasn't listening to instructions, innit? Yeah, and that's why the police then was shouting at them, innit?
Just relax, Dan.
Yeah, that's a violation still.
Dan. Daniel, just calm down. Just calm down. Just calm down for MIT. This is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. It's alright. Gonna be alright. Gonna be alright.
Of course he's gonna be alright. He's not a fucking baby, man. What happened to you? You're gonna be alright. Man's a fucking grown ass man. Always something to do with Croydon, you know. Shit. Did you hear what he said? Scroll it back a bit. You are doing what we asked you to do, yeah? Fundamental thing there. Follow the fucking police's instructions, especially when they got a Glock 9 pointed at you, yeah? in the video. Yeah, man, that guy handled it well because, yeah, I would have been going mad. But again, I would have still held it down because I understand, you know, the police have got a job to do. Some reports, someone with a firearm, they're going to have to react a certain way in it. So, yeah, and that police officer was cool as well. I mean, don't get it twisted. Like, there's some police officers, they're pricks. Yeah, they are assholes, innit? And you get some police officers, they're really cool. And that guy was one of them. He was a cool policeman, innit? So, yeah. Next one.
You don't have to give them no name or nothing. No name, no address, nothing. They find anything? Okay, so don't give them nothing. It's nothing.
I cannot stand bystanders who think they got the right to intervene, but just shut your fucking mouth. Like, why are you even there recording? Like, and they always, I swear, they feel like they're, there's a special word. It's to do with law. I can't remember it. It's like someone who knows the law and they're there to advise you, not a solicitor, something else. When it comes back to me, I'll tell you what it is, man. But yeah, there's these people, man. They just stand on the roadside and don't tell them your name. You don't have to do this. Like, they all know their rights. They think they know their rights and all this bullshit, man. Just shut your mouth, man. One said, Dave said he can't hear us, Michael. One said, Dave said he can't hear us, Michael. One said, Dave said he can't hear us, Michael. I'll see if this helps.
You don't have to give them no name or nothing. No name, no address, nothing. They find anything?
What? Female police officer, yeah? You know what, Dulce David, there's a lot of distortion in the background. That's on West Green Road in Tottenham, so it's a busy road and that, innit? So yeah, that's probably why you can't hear jack shit. Alright, on to the next one anyway.
This gentleman here, he's been speaking to me calmly throughout the whole thing. This gentleman here is the only proper person we have an issue with. That's the thing. So the other two are good. But the person that we have an issue with is the person that's leading the chain of so do you get what I mean? So he's the person that's leading everything. That's how we're looking at it. And the way he's approached, like he's putting a finger. Whatever that finger is, maybe you have no idea. You haven't stopped to that point. Now, if it's come across in a really negative way, then we apologise for that. That's what we don't mean to try to engage with everyone as positive as possible. Yeah. So, I understand that. So what I'm saying is, if that's the case, why am I not going to go on my phone? I tell you what else. Next time you look at the activities in so because you're driving anything else. Okay, so let's flip the situation around. So that's what I want, because you can't say because he's driving these in cuffs.
I think initially, well, that's my colleague's decision to put him in cuffs. That's my colleague's decision. That's not my decision. Okay, it's his decision. I'm having a nice conversation with you. I feel like I need to put you in cuffs right now.
Josh, you got 50-90, mate.
Yeah, I do. So I'm having a nice conversation. I'm happy with you right now. Yeah. Okay, so I feel okay. But some, he obviously didn't feel comfortable in the situation. That's why the cuffs are gone.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, because he's acting high rate.
We don't know who's got what. It's the truth.
We don't know if he's going to attack my colleague or what.
Yeah, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he could attack your colleague.
Yeah.
But if you know that there's potential danger, you have to approach that situation with caution. You can't approach that situation.
Bruh, what happened there?
For example, I'm not saying you sound like you had a knife in that car. You know where that knife is, we don't. So you'll have the advantage. That's why we've got to act quickly. Otherwise, something can happen.
No, but in that so in that case, if you want to say that, okay, let's just say there's a knife in the car now and no one knows where it is. Why are you approaching by yourself? You're supposed to wait for your colleagues.
Wait, the three of us here.
No, when he was at the car,
He came by himself.
he came by himself because he didn't pull the window all the way down.
Yes, I don't know
If
why
he pulled the window all the way down and he had a knife and he stabbed your colleague, that's different. But that would have been because your colleague approached the car by himself. If you know that potential, because you've got to look at it. If I'm if I now want to approach that Uber there, and I know that potentially there could be a knife in that Uber, why am I going to approach it by
Can you
myself?
ask him for my ID so we can take the details, please?
Or him.
Yeah, he's got my ID.
You like doing that?
Yeah, you get ID.
Why am I going to approach it by myself? There's a way to do things. The way he approached the situation was wrong.
To be honest, sir, he wasn't.
You know, this guy thinks he knows more than the police. I think they got a new recruit there, you know, because he's trying to tell the police how to do their job. Like, see, certain man, they just try and work brain and that. Fam, you got time to be arguing with the police, fam. Just, let them stop you and keep it moving, fam. You know, if you get stopped by the same police a couple of times in the day, then yeah, maybe have something to talk about, innit, yeah. But if that's the first time you're bucking up on that policeman, bruv, let the man stop you, keep it moving, yeah. I don't remember hearing any aggressive tone or anything like that from the police. Now, I'm not saying my man is coming with some aggressive tone, but I'm just saying, like, fam, these men are just too argumentative. Man are talking as much as gal nowadays, yeah. Man are really verbal. Save that, make a fucking YouTube channel and you can talk all you want because you're going to get paid for it one day, innit? Yeah.
intimidated by any knife because the way he came.
I'm not saying I'm
just saying,
hypothetical.
the way
I'm
he
not
came-
saying
he wasn't.
I'm not-
Of course he wasn't.
He came like he wanted to bully somebody. This is his right. He's got a bully van with him. You got
Came, man started gritting teeth, trying to say,
open the door.
Nah,
Like I
man,
said, I'm probably
you are
bullying him
wrong.
in my
You're
past
wrong
life
in
or
that
something. I'm not
situation.
joking, but I don't know why you acting like this because I haven't done anything wrong. If I had done
Like I
something
said,
wrong,
like I
it's
said
different.
to Charles here. Obviously, everyone's got different opinions, yeah. Everyone's got different walks of life. Everyone's experienced different things, blah, yeah. You see what I'm saying? So everyone acts differently. At the end of the day, safety is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, exactly. So we're protecting ourselves, and now we've gone from 100 down to 0 now, haven't we? Yeah, 'cause we're
Okay,
all calm, we're all
so
chatting.
you're saying you're protecting yourselves, but you're
way you
supposed to
protect-
protect
and obviously, and you
themselves.
as well.
Exactly. The public as well. The way he approached that situation, you weren't thinking about our safety.
I don't need to step out the
Yeah,
car.
of
I don't
course.
know why you're taking me or why you're coming.
You
I
don't-
don't need to. I'm allowed
The way
to
he
do
approached
that
that situation, you weren't
But
thinking
I've done
about our
anything
safety
wrong
first.
No, but he
Because
was thinking about obviously him.
Have I been aggressive
because
to you from inside the car for me to
your
step
friend
out the
was.
car? Or was I
cut the
rude to
vehicle?
come out the
yeah,
car?
he doesn't need to come out the vehicle though. That's
No,
I don't even need to come out. I come out the vehicle so it doesn't turn into anything.
No, but did my colleague ask for ID, for example?
No, he told him to come out of the car first before even asking for ID. He didn't ask his name.
That's-
Man are arguing about being told to step out of the car. Bruv, are you shielded? Blood, are you got COVID-19 or they got COVID-19? Like, what's the problem, fam? What? Like, is your yard like your house or something like that you stay in, you don't... Man are arguing with the police because the police asked him to step out the car. Fucking hell, man. Like, man are making a mountain out of a molehill, for
He
real.
didn't ask anything,
Again,
and he didn't have body cam as well. That's what we were saying.
Okay, well, that's probably his decision. I can't make.
But you're saying that's
decide for him, can I?
but you're saying that's his decision. But that's what I'm saying. In that situation now, if you know someone's got a knife and you approach them and say, "Get out of the car, come, I need to talk to
That's
you."
the point. We didn't know. We didn't know.
Exactly, you didn't know,
Yeah,
but you know there's a
it could have been.
possibility.
Yeah, exactly. So
but
we
you're
have to-
telling someone to come out of the car that you said potentially could have a knife.
Yeah.
You don't know,
So-
but you're telling it to come out of a car,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and you're talking about drugs. So in that situation, if you're talking about drugs first, if you're talking about drugs first, and you had if that was the case, okay, this was a drug car.
Okay, yeah.
And there was a knife in there. The way he approached that situation, if he got harmed, he's in the wrong. Yes, he got harmed, but you approached it wrong because you should have waited for your colleagues to see if it was safe enough before you encounter who's in the car.
Okay.
What if this turned into a high-speed chase and there was somebody else that got...
That's your,
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's your opinion. And also we got ours. We've got our ways of doing things. Okay. And hopefully, you know, the right ways. But you know, we live and learn, don't we? Okay.
Alright, well, this has been an incident, hasn't it?
Do you know what? I think that might be near Hyde Park. Nah, no way.
College, you know nothing? For doing a shit job? You're supposed to be safe, you're supposed to be looking after.
See, that's what I'm saying. Too much.
You're supposed to be doing your
You see
job,
what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that might be near Hyde Park maybe, but I doubt it though. Man are talking more than fucking chicks nowadays, fam. Man have got too much to say for themselves, boy. Anyway. Next one. Lies, red lies. See, if you're gonna give the police verbal, yeah, do it like my man, innit? Yeah, be a bit more like, you know what I mean? If you're going, I mean, I don't want to tell people to be fucking clowns out here or whatever, innit, or give the police verbal, innit? But if a man's gonna be verbal, or whatever, innit, yeah, just be cocky, innit? But none of this confrontational thing, yeah. You see a situation like that, my man's just talking, the police ain't even listening to him or whatever, innit, yeah. If you're gonna give verbal, that's the best way, innit, yeah, where you're just talking. Because once you start going back and forth with the police and that, and it starts getting aggressive, next thing you know, you're gonna be on the floor and you're gonna be rolling around with the police and that. Me personally, I ain't gonna be giving no verbal like that. But I mean, if a man was to give verbal, I think that's the best way, boy. Just, I don't know, maybe be a bit cocky or something like that, innit, yeah. But I mean, that probably didn't even take too long, and obviously we don't know how long they were there for, whatever, innit. But at least he weren't being confrontational. At least he weren't rolling around with the police and that, innit, yeah. They didn't have to rough him up on nothing, innit.
Don't talk to people like that. I'm not saying that. All I said to you was, where's your mask?
Alright, this video has been running, yeah, for about 40 seconds. Yeah, this video right here, yeah. Could you not hear the volume on it? Let me just check on my phone because I need to watch the playback. Just bear with me 1 sec. Yeah, no, what happened was the fucking, I can hear it on my screen, but you lot can't, so I'll play it from the beginning, innit?
Thank you for everyone's concern. Thank you. That's why he doesn't want to be searched, alright?
I'm just asking.
Thank you.
Honestly, we
See you
are
later.
concerned about. Don't be rude, you.
You're being obstructive. You're being obstructive.
Don't talk to people like that. I'm not saying that. All I said to you was, where's your mask? I didn't say anything else.
Right, that's my point. We're stopping the right people. But thank you for your advice. Thank you.
Oh, another fine, guys. You're cannabis, yeah? You're drugs.
That's not crime.
You're worried about the virus, split up. Yeah? You're all standing together right now. Split up and walk away.
I didn't realise it was you.
You worry about mass. He's got a big knife. He's got a Rambo knife. Do you understand that? Do you not understand?
told you don't have to wear masks, don't be locked in any direction around wearing masks. That's not, I know it's not right.
All right, is human rights to keep yourself safe. And nobody's got
Wear a mask, I know, that might try and keep you safe.
You're not listening.
You can wear a mask if you like, so don't wait, so no one wants to wear a mask.
Well, you're breathing all over him.
I'm telling you, I'm social distancing from it.
These two are not.
Right? How can we conduct a stop and search?
Put a mask on. That's all we're saying. You never said don't search him.
Put a mask on. Put the fucking knife away. Like, this is what I'm saying. These people are sick in their fucking head. I'm lost for words. Honestly, like, you've seen a youth get stopped. They've backed out a knife that they found. Now, instead of being in disbelief and in shock, I'm thinking, fuck, that our youths are really carrying knives or whatever, because they seem to think that this is being made up or whatever. Yeah. Right. What they do is they deflect and they start projecting. Yeah. Oh, why are you not wearing a mask? Fuck the mask. Yeah. Fuck all this. Listen, this COVID, catching COVID thing's bullshit. I've been around people exposed, yeah, to people who have had COVID-19, yeah, and I've had 2 tests back to back, week after week, and come up negative, meaning I don't have COVID-19, yeah. So all this is contagious and contagious. I don't think so, innit? Yeah. That's why you don't see hardly any of the police wearing fucking masks when they're out and about doing their thing. You got people them standing up watching a youth get stop and search. They pull out a knife, and the only thing they're concerned with is the police not wearing a mask, and the police being rude to people. Who gives a fuck? Being rude never killed anybody, but plenty of knives have. These people are not right in their head, and this is why black people will never get anywhere when we have this mentality, this attitude. You're not looking at yourselves. You're not solving the root of the problem, which is ourselves, or the individual at least. They should have been cursing. They should have been calling that boy whatever, all the names under the sun, whatever in it. But instead, they're attacking the police, who have potentially saved someone's life. But we will never know. Yeah, man get licked down in Tottenham. Whether there was a gun, whether there was not a gun or whatever, innit? That man was known for carrying a gun. He probably did have a gun stashed under some ratchet thing's bed somewhere in the depths of Tottenham. Yeah. So when the police took out my man, they potentially saved someone's life. My cousin got stabbed in his chest and he died. You know, if the police had stopped the youth that stabbed my cousin in his chest before he died, yeah, so if the police got to the youth first, had stopped and searched him and took away his knife, my cousin would still be alive right now. So that youth there in that video right there, he's been saved a murder charge potentially, and some mum and some dad somewhere has still got their son because the police have intervened. But people don't think like this. They just think, oh, young black people are like, all right, if black people and other people, they don't matter about people's fucking race right now. If people want to complain and talk shit about the police, about them being too harsh on young black people, that's corny. But when it's in front of you, yeah? Now, I'm not saying all the time there's going to be witnesses when they take out knives and shit and they find stuff, but when it's actually in front of you, can't you just be humble and shut up and then just not even say nothing, just keep it moving? No, you're not wearing a mask and you're being rude to me. I didn't hear not one comment about, oh my God, in disbelief, like that they found a knife, you know. No, that policeman's rude. That policeman's not wearing a fucking mask. When you have that mentality that the police are in the wrong and that boy is in the right, you are doomed. You will never get anywhere in this world. You're the type of person, you don't take accountability for your actions. You can't see right from wrong, honestly. And I think this takes me to my next video. Yeah. All right, let me just finish playing this one second.
The knife to the front, your major concern is that
I don't know what happened there. Let me just play. Let me play that piece again where they found the knife. Fuck it, play it from the beginning.
Thank you for everyone's concern. Thank you. This is what he's want to do. That's why he doesn't want to be searched, all right?
I'm just asking, and Tua might be. I mean, like, they're not right in their head. They're not right in their head, guys. Please comment down below. Yeah, they're not right in their fucking head, man. Like, you're giving the police verbal, but you're not saying nothing to the youth. Yeah, you don't have to be afraid of the boy doing anything. He's surrounded by a bunch of police or whatever, innit? You couldn't even say, "Oh, come on, like, you're despicable." No. The police are in the wrong. Oh, Walthamstow, yeah? Maybe. I don't really know Walthamstow. I've been to the bus garage once or twice, so, but yeah. Alright, now, this next video is not really to do with a stop and search. It's a bit more, 10 times madder than that, innit, yeah? But I'll play the video and then I'll talk afterwards. Alright, you see this video, yeah? I remember when this happened, I walked into a cafe in Tottenham. I was working for Holmes Harringay at this time, innit? And obviously the story hit news headlines around the world and that. Now the Sun newspaper, obviously you can see the Sun in this caption, yeah? The Sun newspaper, obviously, they had it on their front page, yeah? Do you know what black people were saying about this at the time? So obviously the man's got blood on his hands, so his hands are red. Do you know black people, not all obviously, because there's some educated ones, some of us that have not even educated, some of us that have a fucking brain. You know there were some black people that were saying, oh, the Sun newspaper and other newspapers have photoshopped the pictures and made his hands look more red. So it looks like there's more blood on his hands than there actually was. Who gives a fuck if he had fucking brain matter on his? You know that man has. I don't know if they really cut off his head, but they hacked a man to death. Ain't that enough? Why does it matter if they? Why does it matter if they photoshopped his jacket to be splashed up with blood and blood all dripping down his hands and on the meat cleaver and that? Why the fuck does it matter? The man's killed a man. So what if they make him look a little bit worse, a little bit more gruesome and gory? The man's pitched a man in the fucking road. A man that you don't know, a man he doesn't know, you know. They ran him over and they killed a man in the street. So what if they made the guys look a little bit worse? They're fucking villains anyway. But this is the sick mentality of people. You're worried about the Sun newspaper and other newspapers photoshopping pictures and making the man's hands look even redder because of blood, rather than thinking, you know what, this guy is a piece of shit. He fucking killed an innocent man that he don't know, a man he's never met before, nothing like that. I don't give a fuck if he met him. Someone who got nothing to do with him, he's ran him over and he's killed him. The man's left duty or whatever, walking down the road in Woolwich, because there's an army barracks in Woolwich. Hence why you see the Arsenal logo. Yeah, they got a gun because Arsenal actually from Woolwich, not North London. But anyway, so they got the Woolwich Army Barracks, whatever in it. The man's come off duty, whatever, and they decided to run him over and kill him. And people's response is, oh, they're making him look worse. Bruv, the man, what more could he have done to make himself look worse? People, it's not right in their head, man. You got that mentality, you're almost as bad as mine, man. Let me rewind it a little bit anyway. Just a sec. I'm gonna have to start again because the fucking audio wasn't
I don't know.
Yeah. The only reason we have killed this man today is because Muslims are dying daily by British soldiers. And this British soldier is an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. By Allah, we swear by the Almighty Allah, we will never stop fighting you until you leave us alone. So what if we want to live by the Sharia in Muslim lands? Why does that mean you must follow us and chase us and call us extremists and kill us? Rather, you lot are extreme. You are the ones, when you drop a bomb, do you think it hits one person? Or rather, your bomb wipes out a whole family? This is the reality. By Allah, if I saw your mother today with a buggy, I would help her up the stairs. This is my nature. But we are forced by the Quran in Surah At-Tawbah, through many ayahs throughout the Quran, that we must fight them as they fight us. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I apologize that women had to witness this today, but in our lands, our women have to see the same. You people will never be safe. Remove your governments, they don't care about you. You think David Cameron is going to get caught in the street? When we start busting our guns, you think the politicians are going to die? No, it's going to be the average guy like you and your children. So get rid of them. Tell them to bring our troops back so you can all live in peace. Leave our lands and you will live in peace. That's all I have to say. And may Allah's peace and blessing be upon Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
So yeah, Dulce David. That was when they ran over and they killed the drummer guy, innit? Like, and people were talking about so what if they made his hands red, look more like it's got more blood on it? Who gives a fuck? The man's fucking killed someone. Who cares? Who cares? Like let's be more worried about fucking the fact that he's murdered someone rather than how bad he looks. You understand? And this one here, I've actually done a kind of like a reaction video. I left my comments after this video before, and so let me just check something quickly.
Yeah. No offence to you, but you're with the stop motorist and with the sergeant. We'll be state 5 in a couple of seconds. Right, I've got to go to quite a serious incident. The reason I stopped you is when you came out of the Barnes. Yeah. No offence to you, but you're a black male. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you.
So it's racist when you stop me.
I'm not saying that at all. The reason I stopped you, I'll explain if you let me finish. All right. In this area, we have a number of drug dealers. I'm not saying you're a drug dealer. That come up from other areas that don't live anywhere around here.
I live here.
I know you might know that, but I don't because I've never met you before. Okay. So the reason I stopped you is because I haven't seen you before, and I've been a local officer for a long time here. So I've turned round, and then when we came out to Kings Avenue, your car had disappeared.
I hadn't disappeared because I saw you in the mirror actually, because you come out.
We saw you go up Kings Avenue, and we went up Kings Avenue, and then we couldn't see your vehicle. So whether you went off us down the side street or not, I don't know. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt. Have you got any ID on you? Just for your details on, just so I can your ID, mate. That'd be brilliant.
Didn't hear the update for us, did you? No. Industrial accident at Wild Tracks, life-changing injuries they want us to go to.
Okay, no worries.
Who wants to see it?
I'll take it, sir. Thank you very
Just
much.
explain why we stopped you. So for me, a little bit, that seems a little bit strange sometimes. That I drive past the car and then sometimes it disappears. No offence to you, you might have been just going to see a friend. I've got no idea because I don't know you until I stop and ask.
Okay.
All right. Then when we've done a little bit of a drive around through that estate, we've then seen your car again on Kings Avenue, and that's why we pulled you over, just to see what you're up to, basically.
Okay.
I'm not accusing you of being a drug dealer. I'm not accusing you of being a criminal.
Okay.
But if I don't stop people,
But you stopped me
how
for
can I
armed
do
black,
my job?
Is what you did.
Yeah,
No.
but not because
So-
I'm racist, but because in this area we have a number of people that come up to this area that are young black males that deal drugs.
So if I was white, you wouldn't have stopped me.
Now I stop lots of white people.
So if I was white, you wouldn't have stopped me.
Yes, I would have done.
You would have stopped me if I was white, even though I drove past you. You wouldn't have,
If you're accusing me of being a racist, okay,
I'm not accusing you of being racist.
Right.
I'm just asking you a question. If I drove past you, if I was a white person, I drove past you, you wouldn't have turned around and come after me, would you?
Maybe not today, but
No, you wouldn't have. So you're racist,
No,
then,
I'm
isn't
not
it?
racist. I stop more white people than I ever stop black people.
But you're
okay?
just proving it, though, haven't you? If I was white and I drove past you, you would not have turned around. But
I've
if I'm a black
explained to
person
you
that
why
drove
I've
past
stopped
you,
you.
you've
I've
turned around and
explained
come
to
see me.
you. I've explained to you why I've stopped you. Okay, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't stop
Okay,
people that commit crimes in these areas. And we have young black males in this area that come from outside of Cambridgeshire that deal drugs. I'm not suggesting that you do that, but that's why I've stopped you,
Yeah,
because
fair
we don't
enough.
have that many
Fair
young
enough,
black
but the
males in
fact,
this area.
okay, fair enough, but the fact is, Joe, you didn't have to stop me. You could have checked my details. You could have seen that I'm an
But that
insured driver on
doesn't,
here.
just because
and you could have
that's,
seen that I live
no,
around the
that's
area.
that's the registration number on the car. That doesn't mean the same person is driving it that owns it or is
Okay,
insured.
fair
on it.
enough, fair enough.
Does it?
Understandable,
Okay?
fair enough.
I'm not a racist, okay, but I'm doing my job. It's not, I understand why you might think I am, all right, but we don't get many young black males in this area. Okay, so that's until my colleague was running your details through the computer system and I pulled you over.
Fine, thank you very much.
But I've got no issue, and you wanted me to explain why I've stopped you, and I'm telling you the truth. I could have lied to you, made it up, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could have
But
done.
I've told you the truth, because I don't think I'm being racist. I've stopped you for a reason, I've explained why.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay, thank
Thank you for your time.
Cheers, take
All
care.
right?
All right.
Right, that video there, let me enlarge myself. That video there is one of my favorite videos. Now, you're gonna have people that agree with that video, agree with the policeman in it. Yeah. Well, let's not talk about them for now. Yeah. You got people who will not agree with the policeman and be like, well, that policeman is a racist. Yeah. And out of those people, you have two sets of people. Most of the people them are going to be civilians who've never been involved in any drug activity or whatever, innit? And then you're going to have a small portion of people who have watched that video who have been involved in drug activity. Yeah? The people them who is civilians and never been involved with drug activity, they're naive to this shit. And the man them who have watched this, right, and thought that that policeman is a racist, yeah, who have been involved in drug activity, you are fucking lying to yourself, yeah, if you think that that policeman doesn't have the right to stop that guy, yeah. Now, I don't want to incriminate myself, yeah, but I know what he's saying is true, yeah. I need to pick my words carefully because this is live and I can't go back on what I say, yeah. But I know what that policeman is saying is true because I know, yeah, that there are young blacks who go up to maybe not Cambridge, or maybe somewhere like Norwich. Not that I would know, but maybe there's young blacks, yeah, maybe the age of 18, maybe about 10 years ago, yeah. I'm 28 now, yeah. Maybe about 10 years ago, young blacks would go up to different areas to deal drugs. So there's man them who are watching this right now, or will be watching this right now on the replay, and they'll say to this, oh yeah, you know, yeah man, the police are, yeah, whatever, boom, 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 boom. But then I remember when they went out to country, because us lot from London, yeah, anywhere outside of London, like especially like Northampton or Milton Keynes or Cambridge or Norwich and that's all, we class that as country, innit? There's young blacks, yeah, who will leave London to go up to country to deal drugs, and they'll watch this and think, yeah, that policeman's a racist and that. Them policemen, they ain't no fucking racist. They know exactly what they're doing. As I said in my response video to that, when I'm up here in Northampton, I see man driving up and down. And don't get it twisted, in Northampton, there are man there. But in Northampton also, I see man and I know them man there are from London. They don't have to speak, they don't have to do nothing. I can just look at them and I know them man there are from London, you know. And I know they're up here trapping. I've even been I ain't gonna say, but anyway, I know certain man, yeah, certain man who are close to it, yeah, back in the ends. I talk to them. I say, yeah, I got a yard up in Northampton. That's where man's staying now, innit? Yeah. Oh, what, Northampton? Yeah. Like, oh, we got a line up there, you know, Abington Park, and I'm just like thinking, oh my god, like, man, them are driving 70 miles, and they're making money up here. This is the shit, bro. Like, so when I see man them around here, I know man are up here dealing drugs. And then there's other people that'll get pissed off and say, oh yeah, the police are racist, isn't it? No, the police ain't racist. You are fucking naive to this shit. Which is cool. You never been involved in that lifestyle before, so you don't understand that young black men, and there's some white boys as well, obviously, that leave their area, leave Hackney, Tottenham, Brixton, wherever, innit, yeah, and go up to Northampton, Milton Keynes, Luton, Norwich, wherever, Cambridgeshire, to deal drugs. Then you got people, and then you got the man them who actually do deal drugs that go out of the ends and that. You'll watch this and think the police are racist and that. Nah, but they're not racist. You know why you've been up there before, innit? Yeah. Certain man I know 10 years ago, I know why they went to Norwich. They weren't going up to Norwich for fucking church service. Yeah. They weren't going up to Norwich for church service, innit? I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll play a video whilst I put my popcorn on. Because I saved the best video till last. So, right, I'm going to disappear and I'm going to play a video in between, yeah? So this video is like 4 minutes long. One of my favourite videos. It ain't got nothing to do with stop and searches or anything like that, but yeah. Opportunity to buy it on the right. Yeah, exactly. Back in a bit. So Justin said the thing's a lot of lived in the private areas had the opportunity to buy it on the right. Yeah, exactly. Fucking exactly. There were people, right, back in the day in Hackney, yeah. Let's say the 70s and 80s and that, in the fucking 90s, yeah, they were earning okay money, right? They were earning enough money, yeah? The people who lived in Hackney earned enough money, right? Some of them, yeah, to afford to buy that council house. You know, I've got a cousin, yeah? He lives near Wells Street, yeah, E9, yeah? He has a friend that lives next door, yeah, who actually works for Zoopla as an IT guy, right? He told me that one of the houses on their terrace was going for 800 grand, yeah? And this was, when did I have that old Honda Civic? This was like, what, 2014, and let me just fling a year in there, innit? Yeah, 2014, yeah? You know, back in the day, yeah, the people them that first occupied that house, yeah, they'll be like, oh, I'll never buy this house, whatever, it's in a shit area, whatever, innit, yeah? They should have bought their house, yeah? They should have bought their house, yeah? You should want to own the property that you live in, yeah? Why are you content with paying rent, yeah? First and foremost, yeah? Even if you live in a shit area, you move out of that shit area, yeah? And pay rent somewhere else, which I don't really advise. I always advise people buy their own property, yeah? Or you buy your own property, yeah? Why are you paying rent in a shit area for? Yeah, you're paying rent to, so yeah, man, I don't want to make no one feel bad, but think, yeah, move out of that area, man. If you feel like the area is dangerous or whatever, innit, yeah, then move out of the area, innit. Don't pay rent in an area that's shit, man. Move somewhere where you can try and buy that property and at least it's a safe area as well, innit. So then people that were living in Hackney that were like, oh, I ain't gonna buy this property or whatever, innit. Well then, yeah, if you ain't gonna buy that property, then move, yeah. If you don't want to move, then buy the property, because that money you're putting into that property, paying the rent, you might as well just go and take the rent money and throw it in the bin, because you're never going to get that money back. Right, you're maintaining a certain standard of living, whether it's low or high, but that money you're never ever going to get back. Obviously, do what you have to do in it, yeah. it's all well and good me saying, yeah, you know, save up and buy a property in it, yeah, but just do what you have to do, yeah. But be thinking about buying your own property. Yeah, I've heard man on the internet talk about all this buying into the government scheme about like trying to like how's man trying to demonize buying properties? Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Like man are always trying to demonize the things that they need to really be doing, but they can't be bothered to do. See, it's easier for man, yeah. It's easier for man to demonize buying a property and say, oh, he's buying into the white man. I've heard man say that, you know, yeah, buying into the white man's lifestyle, buying a property. Yeah, you only say that because you can't afford to buy your own property, yeah. If you had millions or millions, or if you had money, if you even had a fucking brain, you'd be thinking, yeah, let me buy my own property, yeah. I leave that there for my kids, yeah. So what if he's buying into the white man's ideology, but you're leaving something behind for your kids, yeah? What, we playing a game now? What, is it some game now? Oh, we're gonna just oppose everything that the white man sets, the trend that the white man sets. Fuck that, yeah, how about leaving a property for your children, yeah? If you ain't got really that much spare money to put in your children's account, all right, fine, buy this property, and then when your children and that are like 30, 40 years old, yeah, because remember, we're not gonna live forever, yeah, I don't wanna be too morbid, but one day you're gonna die, yeah? Your children have that property, yeah, even if they get to inherit it and sell it on when they're 40 years old. What we do today, right, is going to affect our children's futures. Yeah? Like buying into the white man's ideology. Yeah? Why not buy into your fucking children's future, motherfucker? Alright, listen, I'm going to play another video. This video is like 7 minutes long. I'm going to make a cup of tea, but definitely I'll be back definitely after this this next video, yeah? So this one I'm talking about, one thing I don't like about prison, the prison mentality is if you go into jail, well, I think this is what the video's about anyway, it's like you will end up, say like I'm an Edmonton man, yeah, and I'm padded up with someone from, alright, so yeah, I was padded up with one boy from Woolwich, yeah. Now imagine me and this boy from Woolwich are cool, but then he's got beef with some youths from Charlton, some Cherry Orchard youths. Now he's expecting me to back his beef. Next thing you know, I've got beef with man from South East London. But I'm from Edmonton. I'm from the top of North London. Why have I got beef with man from South East London? So that's why I hear about the jail mentality. Man expect you to back their beef. You don't even really know a man like that. Yeah? So anyway, this one's talking about continuing ends wars, ends wars in prison and bandwagoning with other man's beef. So I'll play this quickly. So in this video, he was talking about something about coming off the street and going into prison and the street beef. So in his video, he was talking about something about coming off the street and going into prison, and the street beef that you've got, you're bringing it into prison, yeah? So you might have beef with them man from over there, and then them man from over there, certain of them man there are in prison, and you just kind of continuing the beef, and it's just mad or whatever. But one thing he didn't mention, which I thought he would have mentioned, is like bandwagoning on to other man's beef, innit? So basically, like, imagine when I went to jail, yeah, I was padded up with one youth from Woolwich, yeah. Now he was involved as well, like he was beefing youths from Thamesmead and Cherry Gang, which are in Cherry Orchard, Charlton and that, yeah. So he's a Woolwich youth, he's got beef with people from Thamesmead, people from Ferrier, people from Cherry Orchard, which is in Charlton, yeah. Now, if you're padded up with someone and you're generally cool with that guy, you're not just tolerating him because he's your cellmate. Like my cellmate John that I met in Feltham, he's the same age as me. Like he could be one of my guys on the street. Yeah, like John was cool. He wrote to me when I left prison, and he was still in prison. And then when he came out of jail, like he came out after a week, he phoned me because I left him my number and I kept the same number for years, innit? So John was cool. Now imagine, right, he kicks off beef or he gets into beef with some Cherry Orchard youths or some Thamesmead youths or whatever, innit, yeah? I'm going to have to back him. Like, that's my guy now, innit, yeah? Because, like, me, I don't really believe in this, but, like, man them in jail, yeah? Like, as soon as you're cool with someone, that's it. You have to back them, innit, yeah? Like, hold on a minute. Like, I don't even know you like that. Yeah, well, cool, but I don't mean I'm going to be jumping in and backing your beef or whatever, innit, yeah? But that's what happens, isn't it? So you can go to jail and end up getting involved in other people's ends wars that ain't got nothing to do with you, innit? Yeah. So boom, I could be in jail. I could be with my cellmate from Woolwich. Yeah, him and I are cool now. I remember you're living with this guy, innit? Yeah, it's not just like spending 2 hours with him here and there. I'm living with him. Yeah, like I'm living with him for a week. Like you're getting to know a man or whatever, innit? Yeah? So imagine he gets into beef with some Cherry Orchard juice or whatever, innit? Yeah. And we end up winning that fight or whatever, innit? Boom. We've brushed up the youths or whatever, innit? Yeah? And it's a hypothetical situation. This did not really happen, yeah? End up brushing up the youths or whatever, innit? Yeah? Cool. Now, boom, I've made a name for myself. There's one youth called Jay from Edmonton, yeah? He smacked up my man or whatever, innit? Boom, 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 innit? Yeah? Now, imagine if I go to, when I went to ISIS, I met a man from Cherry Orchard, yeah? I'm sure there were other Cherry youths in ISIS or whatever. Yeah, I did meet, and I met one of the oldest from ISIS, from Cherry. He was actually in one of the videos. One guy called, I know his real name, Andre. I don't know what his I can't remember his tag name, whatever. Yeah. But I met one of the oldest from Cherry gang in ISIS. Yeah, so he would have been on the oldest wing, which was the Meridian, innit? When I was on Thames, innit? Now imagine if my name got around, like, oh, where are you from? Like, just general chit chat or whatever. And I'm from Edmonton, innit? Oh, what's your name? Jay. Hold on a minute. That Jay is bandwagoning with them Woolwich youths beef, innit? All right, boom, we're on him. Imagine if man want to set pace on me. So I've defended someone else's beef, yeah? I've got involved in someone's ends war that got nothing to do with me. Then when I'm going to different prisons, I'm meeting allies of certain man that I've smacked up in jail, and now I'm getting now I'm involved with them man's beef. What kind of nonsense is that? There's some youths from Lewisham called SG, yeah. Man from my area, from Edmonton, told me that they're beating up youths from SG, from Lewisham. Like, what the fuck, fam? Like, we're from North London. We don't know about no blue city, no blue bandana youths from Lewisham. Like, why are you even getting involved in them lot's beef? Like, this dumbness, fam. Like, we're northern liners, yeah? Like, Edmonton, we're at the top of North London, like, literally, geographically. We're at the top of North London, yeah? We don't know about fucking Lewisham or nothing like that, yeah? Like, that's 1,000 miles away compared to us in here. We just know about what's going on around the surrounding areas of us in here, the Tottenhams, the Wood Greens, the Hornseys, yeah, the Enfields, stuff like that, innit, yeah? You're going into jail, and this is what happens. That's what I'm saying. Man will go to jail, and man, now you're hearing stories. Oh, this man's beating up this man from SG in Lewisham. Like, what the fuck, fam? This is what happens when you go to jail. You start bandwagoning with other people's beef. Next thing you know, you're getting battered by a man that's not even from your area. There's one guy, right, on my wing in ISIS, yeah? He got battered in his cell, yeah, by 4 men. Now, this guy was a skinny guy as well, right? He got battered by 4 henchmen, yeah? Because someone from another wing knew that he was on H-Wing. So this guy that was on H-Wing, the skinny guy that was on H-Wing, had beef with someone from another wing. The person from the other wing knew a few men that was on my wing, yeah? And he begged one of the guys that was on my wing and said, I beg you round up a few men and batter that guy, please. Yeah? I beg you, innit? Begged him. And he said, all right, cool. So a man put out a hit on him, And then during association, when they opened up all the cell doors, they just wrapped him up. They battered him, fucked him up in the cell. Man, them that don't know this guy, you know, they just seen him on the wing. They don't know him. They're beating him up because someone from another wing has put a hit out on him. But what these guys need to realize, yeah, is that if this guy really is a someone, the skinny guy who got smacked up, right? Right, okay. So him from this area moved to me, and them lot from that area, they all moved to me, innit? Alright, so I'm gonna put the word out, and anytime you lot see these man, get on to them. So you're getting involved in other people's beef and shit like that. You're making, you know, you're putting a target on your back. Now, more than likely, nothing happened to these guys that smacked him up anyway. But still, man, I would never. There's no way, bro. I don't want to be back in no one's beef, no one's ends war, nothing like that. Ain't got nothing to do with me, fam. Me back. Alright. Just bear with me, people, just bear with me. Don't know why this is default saying like this, man. Right, now with all that being said, you got man not knowing how to conduct themselves. Like, this is why I got my popcorn, innit? You got man dealing with the police, and man don't know how to conduct themselves when they talk to the police and, you know, when they're interacting with the police, innit? And obviously you lot have seen this video already. Well, obviously it's relevant to do with what I'm talking about tonight. But this is how you conduct yourself when dealing with the police. Whether you're black, white, blue, Chinese, purple, or fucking extraterrestrial from Mars, yeah? Who's that guy? Alright, let me minimize myself. Hey, I swear down, this guy looks just like me, you know? Hopefully the sound's on point, yeah? I'm gonna play it for 10 seconds just to make sure the sound's on point, yeah?
Oh yeah, so you said the brake lights are.
Yeah,
Show me.
Yeah. Just so you're aware.
Offside brake light is out.
100%. I didn't throw out the window.
You come out your hand and it was hitting my
No! No, I
That's
didn't.
why I'm stopping them. Have you got your driving license?
Yeah. 100%. I didn't throw the wrap out the window.
Now, they pulled me over, obviously. Now, I showed the police respect. I said to them, do you mind if I take out my camera and record? Now, they got body cameras on them, and people love to talk about, oh, you got a body camera, so I can record you. Now, fuck that shit, yeah? The police have got a body camera for their own self, yeah? They ain't got nothing to do with you per se, yeah? They just film, I believe they just film constantly, innit? Because they might forget to push the button, yeah? I assume that thing is recording for at least 24 hours, well, at least their shift. I don't know if they do a 12-hour shift. Yeah, but it's got enough battery life, whatever, in it, yeah, to record from the moment they put it on and when they leave the station to the moment they get back in the station, they start taking all their gear and that, in it, yeah. So me, I showed them respect. Obviously, I don't want to get pulled as well, and then they say, you 6 points on your license. You got a phone in your hand, innit? Yeah. So that's one of the reasons why I asked. But man, I asked their permission, show them some respect, innit? Yeah. Do you mind if I record you? If they said no, I would have said fuck it, because I know I'm going to get stopped one day in the future, so I'll just wait. So I asked their permission, do you mind if I record this? Yeah, they said, no, go ahead, innit? Cool.
Have you got your driving license?
Yeah. 100%. I didn't throw the rap out the window. Oh, you're saying my government name on the camera now? It's fine, yeah, Jelani, yeah. Just don't read out the address, yeah?
Say your government name.
Yeah. No, 100%. Look, if I reach my back pocket, yeah.
See, man, are making the policewoman laugh. Yeah, most man, they'll be having a verbal war with the police. Yeah, within the first 10 seconds. Me, I got the police laughing. Yeah, like just the definition of fucking charisma. Yeah.
We'll find that I've got a rapper in my back. I didn't throw out the window.
She's even laughing again. Like, yeah? This ain't like some awkward situation for myself and awkward situation from the police. Yeah? They're having fun with it. Yeah? Now, I ain't there fucking hamster in the wheel. Don't get it twisted. Yeah? But it's not an awkward situation. Yeah?
I'm not saying that's the rapper. I was saying you slip your hand out and then a rapper hit us in the face and you were in now.
No. I was indicating. No. I was indicating. But anyway.
Alright, now that was bullshit, yeah? What happened was I was eating some sweet and I still sticking to my story, yeah? I did not throw a wrap out of the window and it did not hit them, yeah? I put the wrap in my back pocket or my front pocket or whatever, innit? They're just using that as an excuse to stop me, innit, yeah? They're bullshitting, innit, yeah? But even though I know they're bullshitting me, because I know I did not throw a wrap out of the window and it hit them, 100%. Although I know they're bullshitting me, I'm not going to use it as an excuse to turn red like fire like my fucking jacket. Yeah, I'm not going to start amping up to them. Although I know that it's bullshit what they're saying, but play the fucking game. Play the fucking game. They're not coming aggressive or nothing like that, so why am I turning up the volume for?
Yeah. So I'm not saying that. I started buying this in the car. Nope. No. Not because of the coronavirus. I think I just bought the wrong car.
I've still got that car outside. And this video is like 3 months old. But to be fair, I've just let the car sit out there. Because it's got a long tax and long MOT on it. I'm like, yeah, I'll sell it when I sell it. But that car's still out there.
Yeah. I bought 2 cars. I ain't even managed to sell them. Yeah. No. No, I don't think it makes a difference. I mean, with the auction, right? I have to buy it online. You can't physically go to like BCA level. You have to buy it online. But other than that.
I think there was something to do. That business place behind you actually.
Oh yeah, so you said the brake lights out.
Yeah.
You showed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wearing a Gucci belt. Yeah, but you can't see the double G. Yeah, but I was wearing a Gucci belt. Yeah. Did you see that? See the policeman there, yeah? So look up in the top, should be the top right hand corner for your screen. The policeman's got a taser on him. Not once. After the moment he spoke to me for the first time, yeah? For when the video started, not once anything. You know what? I'm gonna back out my taser and shoot him up with some DC voltage. Yeah, the man's got a taser on him. He probably knows how to use it. He's probably used it on the man before. Yeah, but I can guarantee you this guy probably never thought for 1 minute once I started interacting with these police people them, yeah? Oh, let me take out this taser and shoot up my man. No. And then I was just explaining basically what I'm going to say now. I just wanted to record the video because obviously a lot of people have bad interactions with the police, and I'm saying that 90% of the bad interactions with the police, because don't get twisted, there are bad police out there. There are police who just come across mad aggressive in it, yeah. But 90% of the bad interactions with the police are instigated by the people them who are getting stop and searched, and most of them don't even have nothing to hide. But that's exactly why they're doing it, because they know they ain't got nothing to hide. So now I'm going to kick off and make up noise and that. Yo, bitch, man, you ain't got no life. Yeah, you got time to be sitting there going back and forth with the boy them. Why don't you go back and forth with your manager or that guy out on the street or your neighbor that takes you for an idiot? Your neighbor who plays loud music at some idiot time in the morning, but you don't say nothing because you're scared of a confrontation because you know, yeah, this can go a lot further than some little idiot 5-minute stop and search. Definition of a coward, man.
That's how you fucking... That's how you handle the police, man, when you get stopped and searched. None of this red hair, foolishness, and none of this foolish, immature. Like, if you're a road man, you're a road man, innit? I get it, yeah. But there's a way to conduct yourself, yeah.
You know why a lot of people act aggressive towards the police as well? I reckon they're genuinely scared of the police. That's why they act aggressive. They're in that fight or flight mode. You see me there? Did I look like I was in fight or flight mode? I look too comfortable. Man's so comfortable. Man's making the police laugh. Man and woman making them laugh. But these people them are scared of the police. You know why they're scared of the police? Because they have no experience with the police. That's what I'm saying, like their opinions on this stop and search thing is not accurate because they ain't got no experience with the police. If you're a real street man, you're really from the streets, you really live that lifestyle where you're getting stop and searched every week or so. The policeman know you. Policeman jump out van, jump out car. How's your mum? Real talk, because a man's come to my yard. A man knows my mum, you know. Man asked me, how's your mum? Because a man's raided my house before. So if you're really experienced on the road and that, you would know how to deal with the police. You would know how to play the game. But there's these people out there, civilians and that, they watch 1-2 things on TV, see 1-2 stop and searches, and they think they know the police and that. You don't know nothing. And the man them that do have experience with the police and that, they're just dumb because you should know how to play the game. If you're a real street man, you'd have enough interactions with the police. You would know how to deal with the police. So you're just a fake you on road, man.
When you're dealing with the police and that, one thing as well. Remember, the police, they need to have the utmost authority on the street. They need to be seen to be running the street. They can't have people disrespecting them. They can't have people trying to step to them. I actually made a video about this last night as well. They need to have the utmost respect for everyone around. They are in power. So if you want to play the game with the police, give them the power, give them what they want. Don't try and pretend, or don't try and make them feel like they're inferior to you. Go play the fucking game, man. It's so simple. An interaction like that could have turned ugly. I could have been arguing with them. Look, they stopped me. Fair enough, they did have a good reason to stop me. My brake light was out. But they stopped me because apparently when I stuck my hand out the window, the rapper, because I was eating what happened was I was eating a sweet and they pulled up beside me and I was smiling anyway. I didn't really look them in the eyes or nothing like that, but they pulled up beside me and I was eating a sweet. You know them little, any of you lot watch me in the live streams, I like to eat them little foolish sour strip things anyway. Eating that, and obviously you're not supposed to really be eating or having anything in your hand whilst you're driving. And I stuck my hand out to indicate right, and he said apparently the rapper hit his windshield or whatever he said. I don't remember throwing a rapper out the window. I know I would have do something dumb like that, but it don't matter. It don't matter. Yeah, maybe they were using it as an excuse to stop me. But you know what? There's a lot of men from London that come up to Northampton and they trap it. So, yeah, they see me looking a certain way, they probably confuse me with one of them, man. But I tell you what, next time the police see me, obviously, so long as my brake light's not out or nothing like that, they'll remember this car, they'll remember me. They won't, those particular police officers, they won't stop me. They will not stop me. But if I gave them trouble, if I gave them lip, if they had the impression that I was a roadman, up to no good, the next time they see me, they're gonna pull me again, hoping to catch me with something. But they've had a good positive interaction with me. So long as I don't throw another rapper at their car, so long as my brake light's not working or whatever, they will see me. They won't see me. Put it that way, they won't see me. They'll remember the car. They'll be like, oh yeah, remember that, yeah. So that's how you fucking interact with the police. If you're not even, I was about to say if you're a black person, if you're a fucking human being with a brain, that's how you interact with the police. Some people, it's aggressive business. Man, for grow up, man. And gal as well, because the chicks out here, they're just as bad as a man. I've been in situations where I've been stopped and searched outside a man's yard, and someone else has been stopped and searched as well, and a guy's older sister just acting mad, like acting really aggressive and that. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what going on for this girl? I don't even really know the girl, but I've seen her around and she seems like she's humble. And even the police have pointed out my behaviour and said, why are you not acting like him? He's cool, he's been stopped and searched, he's free to go, so he's hanging around the car, he was here in the first place, but he's free to go, he's being cool, calm and collected. Why are you not conducting yourself like that? And you as well, because you're the older sister, why are you going off on one? Why don't I stop searching you? And certain people, they just want to cause trouble with the police for no reason. Immature, foolish behaviour. You're a coward because you know, really and truly, this ain't going to go nowhere. And I know certain people say me as a coward because the police will conduct themselves and deal with people a certain way. And certain people's managers are disrespectful. Certain people's managers will talk over them. Certain people's managers will talk to them in a patronising way. But they don't respond to that. So hold on a minute. You've got time to run your mouth to the police, act aggressive, talk over the police, whatever, but you won't do the same to your manager at work. Why? Because you know there's consequences and repercussions. You know, with the police you could just walk away from that situation. So long as they ain't got no grounds to arrest you, you can walk away from that situation. But with your manager, you can't walk away from that situation. They hold your job to ransom. So these people know what they're doing, innit? They know who to hype up to. They know who to run their mouth to, innit? It's cowardly. It's almost like a little sibling running their mouth to their older sibling. You got a lot of younger siblings that run their mouth to their older siblings and that, but their classmates, who are the same age as them, they won't give them no back because they know, oh, that fat overweight bully over there will bust my ass if I run my mouth. But my older brother, he'll take it easy on me because he's 10 years senior. But that boy over there, that's in my class, that's probably even a few months younger than me, he'll bust my ass. He won't take no time. So that's why I don't run my mouth. That mentality there, you're a fucking coward if you think like that and you act like that. So anyway, man, I'm glad I caught that on camera because I've been waiting for the opportunity. That's how you conduct.
Trust me, fam. Waiting, you know. Waiting. I've been waiting time. I've been waiting time to catch that on. But obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything comes at the right time, innit? But man been waiting time to catch that video, boy. Or to be able to film that, innit? Oh shit, it's still got like 45 seconds left there.
Whether you're black man, white man, Chinese, or it's so simple. Be compliant. Don't give them no lip, nothing like that. How long? Put it this way, I started recording about 30 seconds into the stop. I didn't want to take out my phone straight away because then they might say you're on your phone. So they came up to me and said, do you mind if I record this? They said, yeah, boom. It's quite recording it now. How long did that interaction take? 2-3 minutes. Next man would have been there for 10 minutes, rolling on the floor with the police and that. Come on, man. Come on, man. You ain't got time to be rolling around with the police. Like, look at the watch, look at the fucking jacket. Come on, man. Stay wise, TV, stay wise. Come on.
But yeah, real talk though, man. I've been waiting time, you know, time to make that video, man. Because people just don't know how to conduct themselves, man. And again, their mind is in the wrong place. Again, like you seen them black women there in that video. They stopped the youth had the knife taken off of him. They pulled out this big fucking kitchen knife, whatever in it. The policeman said it's a Rambo knife, whatever in it. But they ain't got nothing to say about the knife. They ain't got nothing to say about the youth. All they're talking about is why are you not wearing a face mask? God forbid we weren't in the COVID time. I wonder what their response would have been a year ago. I would love to have known what their response would have been a year ago. I would love to have known what they would have said if the police were actually polite about it. Excuse me, sir, can we stop and search you? And then they've taken out a knife. I wonder what their response would have been. Their response would have been, oh, but what grounds did you have to stop and search it? These people, they're sick. They're not right in their fucking head. They're not right in their fucking head, fam. A youth has had a knife taken off of him, and the most you could have come up with, the best you could have come up with, is you're not wearing a mask. When I know, say, these people are probably going off to their friends' yards and that, not wearing a mask, yeah? They're probably one of the people, I'm one of them, yeah, who weren't abiding by the COVID lockdown rules when they were supposed to, probably going off to see a spouse or whatever, going off to their friend's house when they're not supposed to, innit? But you're talking to the police about wearing your fucking mask. You see me? You think I wear a fucking mask? 100%. You see me, yeah? You see what I was staying at my mother's yard from the 11th until the end of the month, whatever, innit? You see me, you see in the morning, you think I jump on the tube wearing a mask? I think I've done that one time or twice. I get on the tube, I'm the only person on the tube with no mask. Don't tell me nothing. I'm not wearing no damn mask. What the fuck for? I'm not living my life in fucking fear. So I'm scared to catch a fucking virus. If I catch a virus and I die, then so be. I ain't living my life in fear. I ain't hiding from nothing. If I'm not fit and strong enough to survive a virus, why the fuck am I here? Anyway, they're talking about the most you can come up with. And oh yeah, so when I released that video, obviously man stuck it on Facebook, innit? I mean, in this world, yeah, I've got some dumb family members, you know. You want to see some of the comments that people... So I'll put that video on my Facebook page. One of my cousins decided to say, instead of saying nothing, you're a grown man. You ain't got nothing constructive to say. Don't say nothing at all, yeah? My older cousin said the reason why they stopped you is because the woman probably fancied you and she wanted to see your body. What? I repeat, obviously it's not word for word, because I can't remember in it what he said word for word, but I know he said something along the lines of she probably wanted to see your body, that's why she stopped and searched you. I mean, like, I didn't even respond to that. I couldn't even respond to a comment like that. Like, this is like whoever wrote that, my cousin that wrote that, he's a hater. Yeah, only haters write down dumb stuff like that. If you're a hater, that's the sort of shit that you do. You make unnecessary comments. It's a way of you venting. It's a way of you projecting. Fucking stupid. Then I had another family member send me a message on WhatsApp. The reason why they stopped you is because they were following you and they were searching you, they was running your name through the police database, and he came up with police, because this person works for the police, innit? So one of my family members was saying the reason why they stopped you is because they were following you and they were doing a check on your car, and it came up that, you've had a criminal conviction from the past and you're not in your local area, you're outside of your local area, which is Northampton, because obviously if the police search my name, it'll come up as a London address, innit? So they must have wondered why you was up here, so they just wanted to stop and search you, innit, yeah? Because of your past criminal conviction and that. Well, whose fucking fault is that? Like, this family member is trying to project the police stopping me and say that it's the police's fault. No, it's my fault that I got stopped and searched by the police. It's what you do in the past will affect your future, you know? Why do you think man's trying to buy these properties in that? Because I know what I'm doing now, my present is going to affect my future. So sometimes when you do bad in the past, sometimes it affects your future as well, you know? I could get refused certain jobs. If they do a DBS check on me, any foolishness, assaults or anything, handling stolen goods, you can't apply for this job. Say, for example, I wanted to work in Buckingham Palace or the MI16 building. If that's even a fucking real place, or MI5, whatever in it, you know what I'm talking about. If that's a fucking real place, you know they'll do like a DBS check on me. It comes up with criminal convictions. Blood, I can't work in Buckingham Palace because of my criminal past. Now, yeah, I've changed my life around, but unfortunately, my past is still gonna haunt me. Yeah, not always. 99.9% of the time you'll be alright, unless you're a fucking paedophile or something like that. Or maybe if you're a murderer or, gun charge or some serious drug charges and that. But if it's just some little idiotness and that, 99% of the time you're going to be all right. But if you do some mad major crimes and that, you kind of mark yourself out for life. In certain aspects, I've marked myself out for life. I can't go and work in Buckingham Palace. I can't go and change the Queen's lights and that. I can't go and work in the MI5 or MI16 or whatever building it is. I can't go to America and work in the FBI building or nothing like that because of my criminal background. That's my fault. It ain't got nothing to do with no police. I was the person who decided to get involved in crimes when I was younger. And you know what? Unfortunately, it affected me when I'm older, innit? What can I say? What can I say? People act like, they're all innocent. You ain't innocent. Like today, I got a fucking speeding fine through my door, you know. I've never been caught for speeding before. Imagine, I saw the speed camera, but it didn't flash. So I thought I was cool. The thing must have flashed because I was looking at it. It was facing me. The thing must have flashed. I went through the speed camera. It was facing me. It didn't flash, but it must have still took my picture, innit? I'm surprised, man. I'm still shocked now. Like, I got a speeding fine because, listen, I've never been caught by a speed camera before, innit? And anyway, the speeding thing's come through my door. Now, there's some people probably try it on and lie and say, no, I weren't them in the car, whatever. And I ain't even doing that. Do you know why? Because some of the speeds that I've done on my motorbike and in my car as well, but on my motorbike, I've exceeded the speed limit by 2.5 that times, yeah? Like, what's the speed limit? 70 miles an hour. I've done 156 on my motorbike. That's the fastest I ever rode on my motorbike. So man's exceeded that speed limit and that, innit? So you know what? If I get caught in the future and I know I'm guilty, I ain't even gonna try it on because I know I should be on a driving ban or a riding ban or whatever by now. Yeah, I'm still lucky to be alive, right the way I ride that fucking motorbike and that. So you know what? I ain't even gonna try it on. I just throw my hands up and say, yeah, it was me. It was me. Now, I might not even get 3 points on my license. I might get a speed awareness course thing or whatever, innit? So be it. So be it. Even if I get the 3 points on my license, so be it. If I get 6 points on my license, if they take my license away, so be it. Because I know there's been times where I should have had my license taken away. You know, some of the stuff I've done on my motorbike, if the police had caught me, license gone. Straight. License gone straight, man. I hope no police is watching this right now. But yeah, license gone straight, man. So for me, that's why I am the man I am, because I take accountability for my actions. I take accountability for my actions. That's the only way you're gonna become the best version of yourself, when you take accountability for your actions and you just see the world for what it is. You know, even if it ain't got nothing directly to do with you, you know, you see a situation like that where the young person's got a knife, you should be thinking, no, this young boy is in the wrong. I don't give a fuck what the police are saying. I don't give a fuck if they got a mask on. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. That boy's got a knife. He's potentially going to murder someone. All the kids that their bodies get dropped on the roadside, if the police had intervened, those kids would still be alive today. Do you understand? And you got these people out here talking about police are harassing the youths and that. What? The fuck are you talking about police harassing the youths and that? They have to go out there and put pressure on young people. Don't matter what colour skin they are, they have to put pressure on young people. Do you know why the police go out and stop as many people as they do? It's not to actually catch people, you know, because they know that if the police go out and they stop 20 young black boys in a day, they know they're not going to catch no one really and truly. But what the reason why they do it, the fundamental reason why they go out and they put so much pressure on young people, let's just say young black people in one particular area, let's say Edmonton. Let's say in Edmonton, a day's time, they're going to stop and search 20 young black boys in Edmonton every day. When that's known, that strikes fear. Although when they're doing these little 20 stop and searches and that, they're coming up negative. They ain't even finding nothing on none of these youths. But they're putting the message out there, we're gonna catch you. Yeah, we're stopping and searching the wrong people all the time, and you manage to slip through the net, but we're gonna catch you. One day, we're gonna catch you. Like we might have even stopped you, but you didn't have a knife on you this day. But one day we're gonna catch you. That's why the police them are putting so much pressure on young people. They're just stopping and searching random young people. They know they're coming up negative. They know we're probably not gonna find nothing, but they need to put that message out there. We're gonna stop and search you, and we're gonna carry on stop and searching these young people until we start catching people. That's why they're doing it. Think about it this way. If you know that in a particular area you can walk down the street with a knife and not get stop and searched, of course you're going to walk down the street with a knife. Of course you're going to do it. Even me, now this ain't got nothing to do with no knife business or whatever. I heard that if you travel, like, you know, like when they brought the lockdown thing, you're not allowed to go nowhere. They're stopping random cars and that. Yeah, anyone watching this right now, whether it's live or on the replay, when you heard on the news that they're stopping random cars during lockdown, during the first couple of weeks of lockdown when they were proper on this thing, when you heard they were stopping random cars and that, didn't that get you a little bit shook? Because it got me a little bit worried, to the point where I'm fucking driving to London, from Northampton, and like I feel like I'm doing something wrong, you know, because the police has put the fear into everyone that if you're traveling and you don't need to be traveling, it's not essential travel, you're gonna get a fine. I'm driving down the motorway. I'm driving down the M1 from from Northampton to London. I'm driving down the M1 and I'm shook thinking, the police gonna stop me. I feel like I'm fucking carrying drugs on me. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. When really and truly, I'm not doing nothing wrong, but I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Do you know why? Because the police them have put, they put that message out there. We're stopping a lot of people and that, so you might be next. So you know what? Don't leave your yard. It's exactly the same thing with the fucking stop and searches with the young people and that. We're gonna catch you. We're gonna catch you. Yeah. I guarantee you what would happen if they said, you know what, we're gonna put an end to stopping and searching young black people. Every man will be walking down with a ratchet on them. Every man, because you know you're not gonna get stop and searched. But if you know you're gonna get stop and searched, you're gonna be fearful about walking down the road with a knife and that. So therefore, you're gonna leave it at home. You're not gonna bring it out, and potentially, and hopefully, that's gonna stop people from getting stabbed and murdered and that. So those of, because I have to read the messages on this phone now, innit? Because the other screen that you're used to seeing, like when I usually do the normal live streams and I put people's messages up, people's comments up, and I highlight the comments, that's on StreamYard, but I'm using a different software, so I can't see the messages. I have to read my phone to see the messages. So Dose of David saying, Jay, have you seen the video where the black guy was stopped by the police and he was refusing to stop and search because he thought they were fake officers and it escalated? Like, why would you think the police are fake? Like, I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Nadia saying that doesn't. Sorry, shit. Dose of David said, doesn't your criminal charges disappear after 5 or 10 years for non-serious crime? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they do. But no matter what your crimes are, right? Whether it's spent or unspent or whatever, innit? Yeah. If you're working in Buckingham Palace or Windsor Castle and you're in the same perimeter as them as the Queen, that shit ain't. Listen, there's some stuff that never gets rubbed off your record. No, there's some stuff that never gets rubbed off your record, man. No way, man. No way. The police, they can find out your criminal convictions from the past. Like, yeah, it might seem invisible on certain systems and that, but I guarantee you the government can find it, yeah? There's certain stuff that will never get rubbed off the system. But yeah, man, I got caught speeding, man. You know where I was going? I was going to fucking Birmingham as well, man. And it said 39 in a 30-mile-an-hour zone. And there's been times where I've gone through the speed camera, but I've broke in time, like, because I've got super fast reactions, innit? And I broke in time, but yeah, and I got away with it. But this time, yeah, I got caught, man. I got caught. Do you know what? To be fair though, I thought I was in a 40 zone. I think that's why I got done for 39, because I saw the speed camera and I broke. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think I was I thought that I was in a 40 zone. So I'm driving, I seen the speed camera and I was probably doing about 43 or 44 or something, and I broke to get below the speed limit, or so I thought. So I broke to get along the speed limit, and I was actually above it. So yeah, it's like it's like driving at 60, but really you're in a 50 zone. Imagine you're driving at 64 miles an hour or whatever, and you think you're in a 50 zone, so you slow down to 59 to get below 60, but really you're still above anyway. I think that's what happened to man. So yeah, I think I thought I was in a 40 zone doing about 45. I slowed down to 39, but really I was in a 30 zone. So I'm not mad because I speed all the time. So why the fuck am I mad? Like, I just got caught after years I've been on the road long, you know. Man been driving, well, I've obviously, man had mopeds and shit like that from when I was 14, 15, well, 15, 16 and that. But yeah, I've been riding and that legally. I've been on the road legally since I was 19. 9 years without getting a speeding ticket. So yeah, I've done quite well, man. And I probably won't even get a fine as well. I'll probably get the speed awareness because it was only 9 miles an hour above, and I'm within the band because I checked the band. So like you get like band A, band B, and band C. So I'm in the lowest category of speeding. So I might get speed awareness. So it's just a 1 day course, I think. So yeah. Hopefully it's that. Hopefully I don't get no points on my license. I did imagine I had 6 points on my license. My 6 points on my license. So I got 6 points. Sorry, yeah, I got 6 points on my license back in 2018. Yeah, so 3 years ago. They expired on January the 17th, and then what? 2 weeks later, they slapped me with fucking. Well, I might get slapped with 3 points. Maybe not. Maybe hopefully I just get the speed awareness course and that. Innit? So we'll see in it. But yeah, man. I got caught speeding, man. It's a shame. But luckily it weren't on the bike though, because I know it wouldn't have just been 10 miles an hour. But yeah, man. Last couple comments and then I'm gonna bust out. Unless someone's got something to say to keep the thing going, I'm gonna keep it moving. Yeah, I've got to work tomorrow as well. Oh, okay, yeah. So the course was £100. Yeah. I don't mind. I'd rather pay money than get points on my license and that. You know, because once you accumulate a certain amount of points on your license, you get a driving ban, disqualification, whatever, innit? You know, no amount of money can pay for that. Whereas like fines and that. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're shit for money and that you're tight for money, then yeah, that's gonna mess you up. But if you've got money to spend, not that anyone wants to be spending money on fines and that, at least you still have your license. You know what I mean? Like, it's just you don't know how much of a luxury it is to even have a car that sits outside that you can drive anytime. Like for me, imagine I had to go and do shopping and that. It'll be a pain in the neck. You know what I mean? Like. To be fair, I've got a cost car up the road, so I could do shopping on foot, but that's all long, man. Man, I don't want to be carrying bags and shit like that. So, yeah, man. Having a car and that is a luxury. Trust me, all these things we take for granted, man. Like the other day on my Facebook, on my Instagram, I took a picture at like 5:30 in the morning, 6 in the morning. You know, like when you look outside your window and like you just see ice on the floor, innit? And I left a caption underneath the picture or whatever on Instagram, and I'm like, yeah, something like along the lines of like, yeah, life might seem hard, it might seem bad or whatever, innit? Yeah, but just appreciate what you have, because there's certain people out there right now. There's certain people sleeping rough, you know, in that cold. Man, see it, man used to work in Holborn during like, you know, December and that. And there's people sleeping rough out on the roadside, you know. A man is sleeping like outside the front door of a shop. A man is sleeping outside of a bus stop on Holborn High Street. You just see a looks like a body bag on the floor. And the man just stinks of rubbish, literally. Obviously, them people there put themselves in that position, innit? But yeah, man for still be, you know, thankful for what they have and that. You know, it's a luxury to be able to sleep in a warm bed and that. Yeah, it's a luxury to be able to sleep in a warm bed. Obviously, you work for it, yeah, but yeah, just don't say it's a luxury in that, because I'm sure we've all had times in our life where we got kicked out by our parents, even if it's just for one night or whatever. And I remember one time I got kicked out of my house, but I was fucking kind of half sleeping, half chilling on the park bench, you know, on my estate. I got a park on my estate. It's all 3-4 in the morning. I'm all fucking like sleeping with one eye open in the park. You know what I had to do? I had to fucking. Luckily, I had my house keys on me, but this is so far. I got locked out. Obviously, my mum, yeah, I got kicked out my yard, didn't it? Yeah. So obviously, my mum's locked the door, innit? Yeah, from the inside, didn't it? But luckily, I had my house keys on me, innit? You know what I had to do? I had to climb over my fucking wall in my back garden and put the key in the door from the outside and let myself in, creep upstairs and go back in my room. But basically, my bed, yeah, was beside my window, but it weren't right up against my wall. So there was a gap between my wall, where my window is, and my bed. Yeah, a gap that obviously a human body could fit. Yeah. So I crept upstairs in the middle of the night. It's all like 4 a.m. I feel like some fucking cat burglar or something like that. I've crept upstairs now, boom. I can all hear my stepfather snoring and I've crept upstairs now. And I've gone in my room and I've slept on the floor in between the window and my bed. Remember I said there's a gap that a human body can fit in. I slept on the floor, so my mum didn't know I was in the house. There's me, I slept on the floor now. In the morning, my mum's come in my room at like 7 a.m. to see if I'm there. No signs of Jay, and she went back out. So I don't know what she was thinking of. I remember this was time ago. This was like over 10 years ago, whatever, really. Man was that desperate for a warm bed that man broke. And I couldn't say I broke back into my yard, but yeah, I kind of broke into my house just so I had a warm bed to, well, not a warm bed, but I had a roof over my head to sleep in. So I'm saying, like, man, for appreciate the luxury of being able to sleep in a warm house, because trust me, when you don't have it, like little things like not even having a warm bed to sleep in. The other day, my gas got cut off. Yeah, shit like being in a warm house, having heat, having running hot water through your pipes, blood. When that goes, listen, I was anticipating, because I knew they were going to come and cut the gas off. I said to Nadia, listen, these guys are going to come and cut the gas off. If that gas ain't coming on within the next day, I'm going back to my mum's house. I'm not sitting in no fucking freezing house for a couple of days. No, busting out. Luckily, the guy, I called some guy and he came the next day and he repaired, he done some repair work in it, so he got the gas back on. But shit like that, not having gas running through your house, sitting in a cold house. My house is fucking cold as it is. I had to put the fucking heater on. You lot can't see, I got this little blow heater that my mum bought me. I had to put that on because my feet were cold. And that's with the heating working. So imagine if the heat's not working. Luxuries like that, like having a warm house. A man don't appreciate them things till you don't have it. So yeah, man. But anyway, I'm coming off in a few minutes. Cavonte Brown. That's a black name, you know. So a man said, I saw your video on broke people mindset. Do you think that stuff is generational? Definitely. Definitely, man. I don't know what video it is because I speak about that stuff all the time, innit? So, but I could probably guess what I said in that video, innit? Yeah, man. It's just like this black oppression shit. That mindset, like the people in my mum's generation, my mum's 48, yeah? No, my mum's 49, sorry. So she's going to be 50 at the end of this year. She comes from that generation where they still feel like they're oppressed by by white people and stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying my mum particularly, but just that generation. So what they do is they project that onto their children. I've done a fucking live stream before where I was reacting to a panel of people and they're talking about stop and searches and that. Now, most of the people then on the panel was black and a couple of them was white. But anyway, there's one older black man, my mum's generation again. He used to get stop and searched by the police. I think he said he got beaten up by the police when he was young or whatever. So he's got a son who's 17 or 16 or whatever. and his son comes back and says, yeah, I was rugby tackled by the police and that. And he's going to say, see, it happened to me, now it's happening to you. They're out to get us and stuff. You see people with this mindset, they project what used to happen to them in the past. Now, in the past, back in the day, like in the early 80s and stuff, yeah, the police probably were on a mad thing back then, but they're not like that now. They're not as bad now. They're not even bad now. They're not even bad now. But when you got parents and that are kind of experienced that and they think it's still going on, they're just going to project that onto their kids. I've had older people tell me, oh, because you're black, you're going to have it twice as hard. Nah. Don't get it twisted. Like the black people, like the Jamaicans and that came over in the 60s and that, maybe the 50s, basically the Windrush people then. Yeah, they probably had it harder, but it ain't like that now. But they still got that mindset that, oh, we're oppressed by white people and stuff. So when things are a little bit difficult for black people, they say, look, it's still happening now. Ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing happening to me. You know why? 'Cause I won't let it happen to me. Nobody can tell me that I can't succeed. You can try all you want. It's not going to work. The only way I won't succeed is if you kill me. That's it. That's it. But anyone who's trying to push this narrative like, oh, black people are, we're oppressed and that, stay the fuck from around them, man. Stay far away from them people there. Yeah, I love boxing, man. Yeah, Dose of David. Yeah, I like boxing. I'm not a fanatic or nothing like that. I'm not like, but I like boxing. I like watching the old school fights though, like, Hearns and Marvin Hagler and them type of man there. Oh, I reckon that Anthony Joshua will beat Tyson Fury though. Have they scheduled the fight? Is there actually a date for the fight though? Because that would be a good fight to watch. Tyson Fury is good though, man. Like, he's properly evasive and that. Yeah, I think so long as Anthony Joshua's in shape, yeah, man, he should be able to win, man. Man, like unstoppable force, But yeah, a couple more minutes, man. But yeah. You can buy laundrettes. Yeah, explain that. Explain what you're saying, man. Hey, if you want, yeah, you can call up. Obviously, you got man's number in it. Like, if you want to call up, call up within 5 minutes. If not, I'm gonna keep it moving in it. Yeah, I like the idea of that. I like the idea of anything like you can get passive income from. Like, you don't actually physically have to be there on site or whatever in it, and you can just make money from it passively, man. That's why I liked the vending machine business, because it's not like running a shop. Now, obviously, you're not going to make as much money running a shop, but you don't physically have to be there, trading or selling or whatever in it. It just does it for you. It's a bit like having a self-checkout at Asda. If you're running a business, say like for example, imagine Asda was a one shop. It weren't a chain it weren't a franchise. Imagine Asda was just a one-off big supermarket. If you're the director of that supermarket, you own that one store, whatever. You would rather have 10 self-checkouts rather than having to employ 10 people. It's going to be cheaper. It's going to be cheaper to have 10 self-checkouts and 1 engineer that goes and fixes them rather than having 10 employees. Remember, you have to pay these employees sick pay. You have to fire people. You have to hire people. This person's going to be better than that person. With the machines, they're all going to work the same. It's either they do or they don't. If they're not working, then you go and repair them and stuff. So they're doing the machines are doing the work for you. Yeah, you don't have to rely on anyone to take any toilet breaks or anything like that. Same thing with the vending machine thing. You don't have to be sitting there watching the vending machine. You just go there and top up the machine as and when, and it makes money for you. So yeah, that's why I like passive income, man. I'd love to have a proper vending machine business, man, but I mean, out here in Northampton, I don't think. I mean, anything's possible anywhere, obviously, innit? But yeah, I could say, yeah, I gave up on it because I just move on to other things, innit? So for me, I don't like to, how can I say, try and revive the dead. Once something's over and dissolved, I'll be like, okay, I'll just move on to the next thing. Me, I don't ever try and like, you know what I mean? Like if a vending machine business came to, like if it came to me and someone's like, listen, I'll give you a contract, yeah, can you supply us with 10 vending machines? Oh yeah, I would, you know, jump back on it straight away. But I ain't gonna go out looking for the vending machine thing again. So if it comes to me, it comes to me. If it don't, it don't. You know, for me, I just see the vending machine thing as just a stepping stone, innit? You know, yeah, I failed at the vending machine business, but then I decided to buy a house because my mindset changed. You know what I mean? It's all about the mind. I didn't think to myself, when I was thinking about this vending machine business when I was at uni, I didn't think to myself, oh, I'm a black man, so the chances of me being accepted by the college, by the uni manager is going to be very slim because I'm a black man. I didn't even think that for once. I marched myself in that man's office and I told him my business idea. And I told him, yeah, I've never done this before, but I'm willing to give it a shot. So if I'm willing to put my money into it, then yeah, you should trust me. And the man said, yeah. I went to him a second time. He said, no. I said, no, I'm not taking no for an answer. Boom, I went there a third time. Pretty much begged the man, sold the man a dream. Bam. About a month later or something like that, got my first vending machine in the uni. Then about 4 months later, I got my second vending machine at that community centre. It's like goals, man. And then, yeah, a year later, no, not a year later, I got my second vending machine installed in August. And then, yeah, 5-6 months later, that's when I bought this house. And then about 10 months later, I bought the place in Egypt. So, but again, you know, if I never started the vending machine business, I wouldn't have had the confidence to leave my workplace and beforehand buy a property. So sometimes you gotta fail to succeed, innit? Read this comment. So, boom. May have to pay annual rent, but the income supersedes it, yeah. Being an angel investor is the best passive income, big risk with big rewards if you pick the right stuff. What's Dulce David, what's an angel investor? I've never heard of that before, you know. You said where, so Unstoppable Force, you said, where do you put your vending machine? Alright, in case you're asking where is it now, so it's in storage. It's locked up, but obviously I had a vending machine at my uni. It was in the basement, and then I had one in the community centre in Islington. No, you don't need no license. No, you don't need no license or nothing like that. Nah, you don't need no license. Well, nobody asked me for no license, so I've never heard of no license. Those days, I don't even know what a venture capitalist is anyway. So, I mean, I'm Jay Wise. I don't know everything though. You know what I mean? Yeah, couple more minutes. I keep saying couple more minutes and that, but yeah, couple more minutes and I'm gone in it. But yeah, man, it was nice when I used to go to my uni. So basically, what I used to do is I used to check on my vending machines on a Tuesday and a Thursday. Now, obviously, those days are quite close together, innit? You only got one day in between the two, obviously, innit? But the reason why I used to check on my vending machines on a Tuesday and Thursday, so I used to go to work. I used to work for Holmes and Haringey at the time. I used to finish work at 4 o'clock, get home for about 4:30, 4:30, whatever, innit? Boom, get changed, whatever, innit? I used to fly down to Marylebone. Sorry, I used to fly down to Notting Hill to go to my uni to check on my vending machine business. Stock up the vending machine if I needed to, and then quickly fly back down to Marylebone, which is around the corner from Notting Hill. And then have my taekwondo session, then drive towards Islington, stop off at the community centre, top up the vending machine, and then get home. I probably got home at like 11 o'clock or whatever. And then I used to do that on Tuesday and Thursday because obviously those were the days where I was driving into central London. I mean, the odd time here and there, I would go down to my uni like on an off day, but usually I wouldn't need to, innit? I'll just go there Tuesdays and Thursdays because obviously that was the days I would go taekwondo, innit? But yeah, man, it was nice when man used to go into the machine and see all the coins and see all the money and that in there. Like, I valued that money, although it was a lot less than I was earning at work, I valued that money more than the money I got for being an electrician because, like, that was my money. You understand? Like, I generated that money through my own business endeavors instead of working for a next man, you know what I mean? Just turning up, giving a man a few hours of my time in the day in return for some money. Like, I made this money off my own back, from my own brain, man. So yeah, man, I respected that money a lot more than the money I used to earn working at Haringey Council, man. Nah, see me, I made shit money from the vending machine business. But anyone watching this right now, that might not be you. You might make it as a vending machine entrepreneur. So try it. Just because I'm saying that I didn't make much money from it, that don't mean that you can't make money from it. You might be lucky. Or it's not luck, you might be fortunate. You know what I mean? It might be for you. The vending machine thing, it just weren't for me. Yeah. So this is the thing, that people need to not always just watch people and what people say, whether it's on the internet or face to face or whatever, innit? Just because someone had a good experience or a bad experience, that don't mean that's gonna be your fate. Yeah, just say that everything's possible, but say at the same time not everything's for you. Not everything's for you. Yeah, someone else might blow up as a rapper from your area, from your street. who's also the same skin color as you and that. But that don't mean that you're gonna blow up. It might not be for you. You have a skill, you have a talent somewhere else. You need to find that skill, that talent, whatever, innit? And if you don't know it, just keep trying new things all the time. Keep trying new things all the time. Me, man, a qualified electrician, qualified electrical tester. Get jobs, leave jobs, I find jobs like that, nothing. Other man, they're qualified electrician, not done a day's work in their life. It just weren't for them. Me, I'm qualified up to the 9s as an electrician. Trust me, electronic engineering, HNC, all that. But me, I've never been able to get my own businesses, like get my own business as an electrician. Well, I know, man, they're less qualified than me. You know, them man, they're like basic electricians when it comes to qualifications. Yet they got the work coming in. Them man there can earn £500 a day, £400 a day easily. Me, I can't, because it's just not for me. Just not for me. I don't have no passion to be an electrician. That's why I'd never even think about, starting my own business. Yeah, I got an electrical company registered, but I ain't got a business. And I never intend to pursue a business as an electrician because it's just not for me. I don't want to be wearing fucking combats. I don't want to be playing with people's fuse boxes, electric boxes, and it's not for me, man. Being an electrician is not for me, man. I leave it for them white boys who, you know, them white kids that like to fix stuff with their hands, like take apart a BMX and that and put it together. Me, I ain't a hands-on man like that. Me, I'm more of a thinker. You understand? Like, I'm more of like a delegator, plan stuff, and I'm good at like. That's why I was so good at my last job as a supervisor, manager, because I'm good at managing people. Yeah, I'm good at like delegating and stuff like that. So yeah, but me as an electrician, it's not for me, man. I'm not a hands-on type of person when it comes to. Yeah, it's not for me, man. So, yeah, you see other people doing well, and I just say that, yeah, you can do well, but just find something that you can do good at and you can do well at. You know what I mean, innit? Just because the next man's blown up doing this, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying, yeah, you can blow up as well, but you might not blow up in that. That's why these people claim, YouTube shadow ban and that. Well, this person's making the same content as me, but I'm not blown up. Well, maybe it's just not for you, fam. You can be successful, but maybe just not in that. Try something else. Well, you think you're gonna be so lucky that the first thing that you step out of your comfort zone and you try, you're supposed to be successful in. No, fam, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. You see all these successful people like Steve Harvey and Les Brown, all these men there. Well, you just thought, one day they woke up and they just, after 20 years of fucking around, they just became a comedian. But them man, they tried tons of stuff beforehand. Everything, boxing, everything. Them man, yeah. Steve Harvey will tell you, yeah, I used to box. He probably wanted to be a pro boxer like Mike Tyson and that. Never made it. It just weren't for him. But telling jokes was. Next man. A man might have wanted to be a musician. Just weren't for him. Yeah? But then he started some little business as a carpenter and now he's caking. Not everything's for you, innit? But man for try different stuff all the time, innit? Never give up. Alright, before anyone comments, I'm busting out. Stay wise.